Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Yoon Show. Today we're going to discuss how to spin under a cut kick.
This cut kick?
No, Rich, this cut kick. Spinning under the cut kick can potentially score 4 points. That's a lot of freaking points. So, cut kickers are usually looking to cut at the hip as you try to spin, or the back, or your arm as you're spinning.
Philly wants to spin right now. Wow.
So these are their targets. And some of the solutions that we're going to talk about is taking away those targets for the cut kicker. And one thing I really want to emphasize throughout today's episode is that you really want to be in P1 or P2, like a really close P2 to spin under the cut kick. Because from here, if you spin while you're in P3 or P4, he's going to be able to see it coming a mile away and just cut me. It's going to be really easy for him. So before we even start, just don't back up against a cut kick if you really want to spin under the cut kick. The first type of cut kick that we're going to discuss is a cut kick that floats below waist level. Now, this is a bit dangerous because they can cut my leg as I'm spinning like that, or if they're not going to cut, they can like knee block to block their body, like so. So in these cases, you could just cancel the cut kick. If they're floating it really low, just go above their cut kick and just cancel like that. I don't really recommend spinning under a low floating cut kick. Now let's discuss how to spin under a waist level floating cut kick, like about here-ish. So what the cut kicker is looking for here is he's trying to cut the hip or your arm as you're trying to spin. So we're going to take away these targets for the cut kicker. It is pretty difficult to time this correctly, but with enough practice, you'll get this down. And like I said earlier, it's really important to be in P1 or P2 if you really want to spin under the cut kick. No P3 or P4. So let's say the cut kicker is floating the cut kick at about waist level, and he is looking to cut my arm or my hip as I'm trying to spin. So what we're going to do is use those targets as sort of like a bait. So from here, as I'm in P3 and he's floating his cut kick, and I'm going to get close into about P1, and he's going to extend his leg because he sees his target right here. So you're going to use your arm as like a bait. As soon as he extends his leg, you can back kick. Because when his leg's extended like this, he can't really do much from here, and it's already past you, which means the body's open for scoring. So again, here's what we're going to do. P3, floating cut kick, move into P1. As he extends, at the same time, you're going to spin with the cut kick.